Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm going to get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's been on this journey with me and following me. Thank you. And welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and thank you. I started in 2019 with these videos stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video for my New Year's resolution, and in which I was able to keep. And then in 2020 was to be kinder and more compassionate to myself and others, which is a job, by the way. And then 2021 was to break up with processed sugar. And I told you guys I am now in Food Addicts Anonymous, addressing my food addiction, where I am off of sugar, flour, wheat, and caffeine for 35 days today, which is awesome. And in 2022, my goal is to put an income to what it is that I do and am doing. And you guys, I started contacting branding marketing companies to see how I'm supposed to package what I'm doing, how I do it. And I'm in transition, and I've been recording and telling you guys what this process has been like ever since 2019. So last week I was talking about I went on depression medicine, and today I'm a little over 2 weeks on it, 2 weeks in a day. And today again, I felt the depression. My eyes hurt. I had to take a nap today. And you know what else? I found out my iron is so high. It's so weird. I was anemic most of my life, and now my iron is extremely high, the opposite direction. So I have to go to a hematologist. But I found out some of the symptoms of it is joint pain, which I have, tiredness, fatigue, and depression, which I have all of those things. And it's also linked to this extremely high iron. So I'm going to the hematologist next week, which I'm grateful for. So, I was talking last week, a lot of times when I don't feel good, I think there's something I must be doing wrong to cause things. And, that's not always true. Sometimes just things are the way that they are, and accepting that, acknowledging that, and honoring that has been a struggle for me, because I come from the generation of suck it up and keep going and move forward. So I'm now addressing things that I don't want to say I was not able to address up until now. And I want to tell you guys, a lot of times I don't address things until they get physical. And a lot of times what has happened to me and for me in my process is physical pain. And when I am in physical pain, it slows me down enough to have to listen and want to do things to stop that. So pain has been a great motivator for me. Unfortunately, I hate pain, but what has progressed for me is I don't stay in it for as long as I used to, and I'm able to acknowledge it sooner, faster, and quicker, which is progress, right? So I want to talk to you guys. I put out cards every day on all these different websites, and today the card that came out is a mother's love. And I think I've shared with you guys before, and I have shared with you guys before, that I haven't talked to my mom since I've been 24 years old, and I'm 50. And I saw her a couple of times at funerals or things that I had to go to. But, you know, a lot of times people look at you like, why don't you talk to your mother? There's something wrong with you because you don't talk to your mother. Instead of looking at what could a mother have done to make her daughter not want to talk to her forever. So I've been working on this with a girlfriend, and we've actually both don't talk to our mothers, and we both have been writing letters back and forth of what we would say. We say them to each other instead of to the person, because there's a lot of hurt there, there's a lot of anger there, and there's a lot of things that need to come out, and maybe not with the actual person. So part of the healing process has been for me is working my things out with other people first before I can go back and address the people that they actually involve. And part of that has been changing my perspective. And I now see people on a soul level. And what does this mean? And this is part of what I'm trying to put out there. The only way I have been able to heal is to see people on a soul level, which is I can see through God's eyes. And this is a gift, and it doesn't feel like one. It felt like a curse when I first got it and realized what it is. But when I can see people on a soul level through God's eyes, it helps me change my perspective about people, about why people do the things that they do. And ever since I was a little girl, I remember thinking, and I was psychic and I didn't know it, but I remember thinking, are you people blind? Can you not see this? And really what I found out is they couldn't see what I saw because they weren't meant to. I was meant to. And learning about this gift that felt like a curse and trying to go back to people who couldn't hear me, expecting them to be able to know what I was saying, was a process of being rejected over and over by the same people. And what I didn't realize is the people who were rejecting me were actually on a soul level, and this is where the whole soul level comes in. They were cheering me on to go find other people to help me on this journey because they couldn't help me. Now, on a physical level, they couldn't say, Michelle, we can't help you. They would say, oh my God, Michelle, you've gained weight. Oh my God, Michelle, if you do this, that's going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen, to the point that I would say, oh my God, Jesus Christ, I'm not meant to do this. And really what they were saying, and this is what I learned how to do, is translate. I can translate what people are saying. And a lot of times what comes out of people's mouths, and I know this because I did it, a lot of times what comes out of people's mouths doesn't match what is actually going on. And one of the reasons why I know this is because I did it. And years ago, when I first got sober, and I was 18 years old, by the way, when I got sober, and I didn't want to come this early. I didn't want, most people are like, oh my God, you're so lucky. And I always got to the party early, and I didn't want to be there early. And what I mean by that, not party, but I got initiated by God to come into things before I felt like I was ready. But it doesn't matter. It was my time. So I didn't want to do things when it was happening. And so part of my process is to deny it, to reject it, to get mad at the people who are giving me the information, and then to come back and say, oh my God, they were right. And one of the reasons not everybody can hear what I'm saying yet is because it's not their time yet, not because there's something wrong with me. Because I used to internalize it and think, what's wrong with me? And what I found out is there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a child of God. I'm doing the best that I can. I know so is everybody else. And when your time has come to start changing and looking at things differently, I am the person that you come and see. And I can translate it to you on a spiritual level so that you can start your process of forgiving yourself and forgiving others. And I don't know why I was chosen for this, but I am, and I'm learning to embrace it. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching me, who continues to watch me, who's been supporting me on this journey. This is your sign signing off, and I will see you guys all next week.